Hi you guys, so I brought you up to the lake again today. Apparently it's prime time for the joggers on the track above me, so I hope it won't be too noisy and that you can hear more of the nature and really pick up on the beautiful frequency up here. What I want to talk about today is a topic that we talk a lot about, I think in all circles, which is self-worth and self-love. And there is this belief of I'm not good enough, which I think everyone has to some extent. It just varies how deep it goes and in how many areas of our life it affects. Very often it holds a lot of shame in the core of it, which can, it can be in like one or two very specific areas of our lives, or it can be like a sort of a core imprint just affecting everything in our lives and how we think about ourselves, how we critique ourselves, all of those patterns. It can also really make us, if it's affecting a lot of how we see ourselves, it can also make us a match to very toxic relationships, whether that is, colleagues, friends, romantic partners, because we can very easily come into this either being a victim and really, also having that very deep need for validation. I mean, all of us needs validation. It's in us. But it gets unhealthy if it comes to the point where we want validation, and it can also come from being outside of integrity or for not being authentic, not being ourselves. It's like we'll trade some of ourselves for validation from someone else. That's when we're starting to really part ways with some of our own core and our own essence. And what we're really here to be is the frequency and the imprint we have, that blueprint, and really be who we are. It can also, go to the opposite side where it's a lot of shame held from trauma, and it can be like a coping. So it's, can result in being too arrogant and trying to seem like we have like everything together, and being very like self-centered as a way to cope with actually being very insecure and not feeling good enough and holding all of that shame. And often when I hear, because there's so many like good discussions on this that we can watch and listen to, and of course our own reflections. But as I was sitting again with these blue beings, and I think that's actually, as I'm thinking of it now, quite beautiful, because it's one of those like divisions we often can see. Is like we can be very focused on the human aspect, very like on the emotions, on the very sensory things, on the human life, like the daily lives. And then there's like this galactic, very energetic, astral part, and it can often be like a bit disconnected. That often it can seem like it's not really integrated, and it's really talking about the same. And this is something the blue beings have been, those that I channel, they have been bringing up a lot lately, more so than before, and I really like that. That it is these very human aspects, and the seeking the harmony, which is important now. Because we have come like collectively to a point where there are a lot of people way more open for the energetic aspects, for more existing than we can see with our eyes, and it's like that ball is rolling and it won't stop rolling. The important part is to be as much in alignment and in harmony with ourselves as we can, which is both between the human avatar that we are playing out and the soul aspect of us, the light that we hold inside, and also with the choices we make in our lives, and how we choose to live. And therefore, one of those things that I have brought up for me is the belief that I'm not good enough. To really see and like really take a deep look at whenever you're feeling insecure, in a situation you're feeling a bit of insecurity or a bit uncomfortable, and it's normal to be insecure, all of us. I haven't met one single person in my life that doesn't have any insecurity, so let's just normalize that, okay? The thing is to what extent and in how many areas of our lives, and how can we become more embodied and more like settled in and grounded with who we are, knowing that we keep evolving and we don't have this set identity either. And I think what I said to me today, which I think was beautiful, was instead of measuring everything in like right and wrong, and always having to be like, okay, I have to master this thing, or I have to do this like the perfect way, or I have to show up in this way, or I have to, all those things that we constantly try to do the best, or have our behavior the best way, or whatever that might be. Can you instead focus on am I in integrity? Am I in alignment? And because that is what creates the harmony within the body that makes your body be able to relax. It is that real relaxation. And just hearing some nature spirits around me as I'm talking now. They start singing. It's this really beautiful song. It's really, really beautiful. I'm actually tearing up. This is very unexpected. That is really beautiful. Oh, I wish I could convey to you guys. It's very harmonious. I completely lost my train of thoughts now. Yeah, I think it's like, see if there is any message they want to give as well. Yeah, they're saying something like, if you are in that alignment and in that harmony as much as you can, or that is your focus, that's what you're navigating with, that's your GPS, is the feeling of alignment and harmony within you, rather than being right or wrong, or whether this person will approve of you, or all those external things. Find that inner compass, and once you are in that alignment and in that harmony, or pretty close to it, what will come out of you, like their song is what they're saying, will be harmonious, will impact others, will also create more of that relaxation. That is very beautiful. Thank you. So can we maybe try focusing on being responsible, because we will make mistakes. We are human. We do, fuck up sometimes. Then taking responsibility, if we have hurt someone unintentionally, hearing them out, apologizing, and then actually correcting the mistake, not repeating that behavior, because now we understand, or we see what happened. So taking responsibility for our actions, and for ourselves, being accountable, being in integrity. If you receive an offer, do you want to take that offer? Is it in integrity with you? If it is, it lights you up. It feels like it's, you can do this thing in integrity. It feels like aligned. It feels like you can be embodied. You don't have to put yourself out of the body. Now I'm not talking about being out of the comfort zone kind of pushing through a fear that makes us grow, that's another thing. But if we are like, okay, this is really not, something I actually want to do because it's not in alignment with my values and with who I am, that's a different thing. So using that GPS, that inner compass of alignment, of responsibility, because then we learn from our mistakes. We are good enough, even though we make mistakes. And we can rest into that. I think that can help us, as we're navigating our lives and this at times crazy external world we're living in. And I'm thinking about now, I was dancing today. And as I was dancing, I remember this quote I heard several years ago that really stuck with me. I think it's really beautiful. I read it first in Spanish, and I'm not at all good at like switching languages, so I'll have to remember it in, bailar es dejar que la música transforme tu cuerpo a poesía. That's the quote. I have no idea who said it. If I remember or I see it, I will put it in the comment box. Translated, that is, to dance is to let the music transform your body into poetry. And I think that's so, so beautiful. It really touches my heart. And then I was thinking, can we, like, if we just let go of a bit of control, which I guess most of us try to some extent to control certain things in our lives. It's that illusion of control, because we're really not in control. But if we can like step back and we can let life, we can just allow life to happen and to be. Maybe that harmony, it's not the absence of mistakes. It's not the absence of misunderstandings. It's everything that life brings. And can we let life, can we just allow life to create poetry with us? Can you be the poetry in your own life? Can you allow whatever happens, whatever comes to you, be met by you staying in your body, by you having that compass, which is not towards right or wrong, good or bad, but to your own alignment, taking responsibility, being in harmony as much as you can, and then become the poetry in your own life. I hope this is helpful for you. Please subscribe, like and share. Please comment if you like the video. That really helps my videos to circulate. I hope you really can feel the beautiful energy around me. As you know, I really, really love nature. I will show you. Look at that sun, it's amazing. Have a beautiful day, you guys, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye bye.